Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Raiders going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Watch it now, boy. No. Check. Patriot.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They run again with Ajayi. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's looking deep for Bell. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Second down now after the incompletion. From the gun, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. They go play action. Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Now it's Ajayi. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Frank's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get the 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go. 319. 319.
This is Ajayi. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Set. Green 39. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll give it here to his running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And his throw is incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Completes it to Ajayi. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go. 3-19.
And they'll send Williams in motion right.
Watch the slant. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. So they're on the 5-yard line here. 2nd. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build on. That's what they're looking for here. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The Dolphins on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Time running out here on the play clock. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And tough starting field position here. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep for Bell. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Out of his end zone, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Here's Ajayi. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Third and long here for Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C., and the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll look to set up his blockers. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like in the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Second down following the incompletion. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on third down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And some room to maneuver. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And he will find his man on the outside. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. He's at the 30. 20. 10. 5. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And now the Redskins, they've opened up a 2-touchdown lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 18-yard line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They run with Ajayi. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now a 1st down throw. Tannehill over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. To throw is Mariota. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get this.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Tannehill on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 10 yards still left on second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Now a handoff as they run left side. Space to maneuver at the 40. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are pouring it on. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
There they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Check 50, check 50. Yo, ready? Block, block.
On first down, Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep down. And this is caught inside the 5. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Chad Williams, the intended target, and it's third and short.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sean Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Now it's Tannehill. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go.
The play clock's running down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. This post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. And they'll run it here. And he's got room. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had...
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Wilson, the one he was trying to get it to. And now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now a desperation throw deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sean Smith, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And on the ground they go with a running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Raiders on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Raiders, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the calendar change to October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We have a couple of teams who come off of losses just 1 week ago and now want to flip things back in a positive direction. It's the Dolphins going up against the Patriots.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. On first down, it's Tannehill. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Play fake to Lewis. Here's Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 59 yards. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Pats have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. And Olsen over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Patriots take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Dion Lewis, the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, 76 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Tannehill. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 1 yard the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Tannehill. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
This is Lewis. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
And it is still early. just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Let's go. All right, now, look at 56.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
They go play action for Lewis. Now Garoppolo. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll run for it. This is White. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take 1 guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. Gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Here's Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Derek Rivers not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run. This is Lewis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
Garoppolo now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now they try the right side here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time for the Dolphins. And even 50 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So the Patriots coming out now. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Slot man moves right. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot! Set! Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All right, now look at that. Check. Patriot! No, check. Patriot! Patriot! Over! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up second down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty here?
Possibly.
Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. I know you feel that.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Set. No, check. Patriot. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. No, check. Patriot. Patriot.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. New England on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line. Philly, here we go. Gun. All right, here we go. Green, all right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Kill.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 23. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And some space here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Now a handoff looking right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back them up 5. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The tight end Olsen in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He sets to fire deep. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Now Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They try again with Lewis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Garoppolo. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
No, Jack, Patriot! Here we go!
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Little motion now from the tight end.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jeff Swaim, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. how are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot! Kill! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo to the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Hurry up, here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Again, it's Lewis. And a short gain down to about the 33. Given 3 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. A swing pass caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They come out here in the eye.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Fresh set of downs here. Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays getting into the offense.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Tannehill now to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Garoppolo on first down. Looking middle. It's caught by Gronkowski. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Hurry up. Here we go.
A play fake to Lewis. Here's Garoppolo. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
3-19. 3-19. Motion. Gone. No. Ball. Now that's Leopard.
Here's White. And some room to run now. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up second down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. New England on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
off looking right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Dolphins on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Hurry up. Here we go.
They go play action for Lewis. Now Garoppolo. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And now here's a carry heading left. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 2nd down following the run. Off the toss, Lewis. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball.
There he goes, left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To the air again, Tannehill. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available, Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Tannehill on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks. And the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he is hit pretty hard from the...